What's up, you guys? It's Trashy here, and today we are actually going to attempt my friend MirandaSims shell, but we're also going to do a solid color build challenge on this. Now, obviously I didn't build the shell. This is her shell, but I want to do a solid color challenge with this for the month of May. Is Lupus Awareness Month, and I wanted to do this for Miranda because she does indeed have lupus, and as something for her, I just wanted to do a solid color challenge, and I was like, you know, I should see if she has any shells, and this is the shell that I found. This is her newest one. Now, I will have to use a lot of filters on this. We are not allowed to use University or Tiny Living, so I'm going to have to filter those out. So basically, I'm going to have to check every single other pack that I have except for those two, and then also filter by color. So that'll be fun. Basically, I just want to make sure that I figure out the layout, and then I'll start decorating, and hopefully I won't have to switch back and forth too much. But yeah, I kind of wanted to do a live build today instead of a speed build, so that's what we're going to do. Oh, and the only color that I'm going to allow myself to do any kind of accents with will be white. Basically, if we don't have it in purple, it has to either come in white or we can't use it. So that's the other part that I'm adding to this. Now, obviously, if I like search purple in the flowers or plants or whatever, and something does indeed pop up, I can use whatever comes up on that filter, but that's about the only other rule that I'm adding to that. Alright, I'll see you guys whenever I finish figuring out this layout. Alright, I think I've got the floor plan how I want it. We can always adjust it if it's not what we like or want. So I was thinking this could be a kid's bedroom, this could be a kid's bedroom, this could be like a shared bathroom, similar to like a Jack and Jill type bathroom. We might add a small little laundry area somewhere in this part. I figured this could be a small bathroom. I figured this could either, I don't know, like an older kid's bedroom, get their own bedroom, their own bathroom, instead of sharing a bathroom with their siblings. I might make this a little bit bigger. I figured this could be like the parents' bathroom and bedroom. So this would be like the master. This is the top floor. I did actually want to make a guest room. I think I'm going to put the guest room down here in this part, make this a little bathroom. Figure this could be big, like living room type area. Thought about making this a little office. This could be the dining space and kitchen right here. And I wanted to turn this into like an inside like gardening type area. I just haven't decided yet if I'm actually going to use like pots, or if I'm going to like the individual like pot, or if I was going to use like the square box ones. But I figured we could end up having like back doors like over against on this wall to go out into the backyard area, and we'll figure that out in a little while. I like the layout so far. But yeah, this is what I used for all the lighting in the house. This purple one. So it is purple. We're sticking to this purple. Obviously there's no purple stairs, so we had to do white stairs. But yeah, that's the layout. I'll be back whenever I finish figuring out the roofing. Okay, I like the roofing. I ended up just giving up. I was trying to make this work along this weird diagonal, trying to make it roof just right, and I could not get it the way I wanted it, so I gave up on it. Deleted it all, extended that piece all the way down because it just wasn't working for me. And then I did have this not covering this little patio area, but I decided to make it a little patio. So, and I've got everything sorted. So, purple and white, just in case there is no purple of something. And then I got all the packs separated out. Yeah, the rest of this video turned into a speed build. I did intend to actually like talk to you guys while I was building. I talked through most of the stuff on the outside, and then I got in the house and started doing the dining room and the kitchen. Didn't talk at all. And by that point it was like, I don't want to redo it. So I guess the rest of this will just turn into a speed build. And that's just kind of what happened. But yeah, I was trying to do a solid color challenge. Now, there is one room I will admit that I did break the rules on the solid color challenge. But that was because I did want that back room behind the kitchen to be a little greenhouse type area with plants and everything. And as you guys probably already figured out, there's no white swatch for any of the planters. So yeah, I ended up just not worrying about it and ended up uh, just using the lightest shade we had of it, which was still a brown. But anyway, that's the only part of this house that I did not follow the rules of just using purple or white. I will admit that. um, when I picked those countertops, I didn't realize that there wasn't matching cabinets. Honestly, it's so annoying in Sims whenever we don't have matching upper cabinets or the wood tones don't match, but we all know that struggle, we all know that pain, and it annoys us. Every single time it comes up, I was like, seriously? There's no matching cabinets. And then there's lots of parts where I just completely cut out a lot of things, like placing in all the curtains and everything like that. You guys don't want to see that. I literally ended up just putting curtains throughout the entire house, or at least the downstairs for the moment. But no, I really enjoyed the challenge of this, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I had actually already been thinking about doing this challenge for a while. I just hadn't gotten around to doing it, and then when Miranda had mentioned that it was Lupus Awareness Month, I was like, I have to do it this month. I have to do this build this month. I mean, like I said, I had already been wanting to do it, but then finding out it was Lupus Awareness Month and she does indeed have lupus, I was like, okay, I definitely got to do it now. So you guys will have to let me know if there's any other like colors you want to see me do a solid color challenge with. Because I've kind of already done one with blue. I've now done purple. If there's another color you want to see, please let me know. I was like, what do I turn this little nook into right here? There just seemed to be like a huge gap that I had made between the back door to the gardening area and the kitchen. I was like, I have to put something here. What do I put there? And then I was trying to figure out the same thing for the stairs. I was honestly trying to find like a little table or something. Like some people have like right by the entryway to their house where they just have like little knickknacks or a lamp or something on it. I've got one actually right next to our door. But no, that's what I was looking for that, and I couldn't find something, so I ended up just putting some plants over there, if I remember correctly. This was just such a huge shell, and I wanted to turn it into a big family home. I was thinking you probably could easily fit minimum of 5 Sims in this house. Potentially 7 if you wanted 2 Sims to move into the area that I had labeled as like a guest room. But you basically could turn this into a full family house. I feel like with shell challenges, you always kind of revert back to what you normally do. And honestly, I'm most comfortable with like family homes and things of that nature. But I still try to make myself use some different items than what I normally use whenever I do these kind of challenges. Just so that way they're not all the same. But I feel like I use a lot of the same items all the time. Anyway. Um, on a happier note, as far as what's going on for me, classes are finally over. They've been over for a week. There was a small portion of time this week where I was honestly terrified that I would have to retake one of my classes because my professor basically got on our class Discord and told us, all right, I'm scheduling a meeting for all of us on Wednesday at 10 a.m. grades were due at noon that day. I was like, oh boy. And then somebody had mentioned something about bonus, and so that was like, oh god, did we really do that horribly that he's offering last second bonus to try to help some of us? Ugh, the stress of that was so bad. I legitimately thought I was going to have to retake that class, that I was going to fail it, or I was just barely going to pass and have to replace it with a P for pass for this semester. And then my professor decided to pull one final curve to help us out, and I was like, okay, if he curves it even just a little bit, I can pass this class and not have to retake it. But at the same time, I was concerned because he had brought up an almost like it was basically like a Maymester type session for the class. Basically, a Maymester is like that, those few weeks in between, like right when spring semester ends up until summer classes start. He basically was going to offer to do that with that class for those of us who needed a few more points, just so we could pass the class. And honestly, I felt like I was not in a place where I would easily be able to do that. And so I was concerned about my grades, so I emailed him, and he told me I would be passing the class with a B. I was stressed out after I had finished emailing him and was telling my fiance about what he had offered us, and I was just about to start like breaking down crying because I was gonna have to retake this class, and there was no way I could do his offer of a Maymester type session. And then I got that email back, and I immediately went from crying from being so stressed out to happy crying that I had passed the class and I didn't have to retake it or anything like that. So it's been, this semester's been rough, to put it lightly. And that scare of having to retake the class because all of us did so bad on the final was almost too much this week. But I passed all my classes. I ended up with an A and two B's this semester, so that's good. I'm just so glad this semester is done, and I've got a few weeks off before summer classes start. My friend Riva was helping me start to get some stuff set up for streaming last night, so I'll be hopefully streaming soon. I know I want to stream at least twice before summer classes start and start to get in the routine of streaming. So be on the lookout for that if you're interested in watching me stream. I will probably be streaming mostly Sims with the occasional other game, kind of like I do on here. But, sometimes you get on a game and you're just like, I'm not actually in the mood for this. And so there might be nights where I planned on streaming Sims and may end up changing it because I get on Sims and it's not actually what I was in the mood to work on, or, something like that. And I know you guys all probably feel the same way sometimes with certain games. You get on it, you play for maybe 20, 30 minutes, and then you're just like, this is not what I'm in the mood for tonight. Or at least that happens to me all the time. I swear I'm always switching games, and I know I drive my fiance crazy with that because he is somebody who he starts a game and he literally does not switch games again until he beats it. And so I know I drive him crazy with that I'm always switching games. I never am playing the same. I mean, most of the time I'm not playing the same game 2 weeks straight till I finish it or whatever. Typically what ends up happening is I'm in the mood for the game for maybe a week, and then all of a sudden I stop and I don't pick it up for months. That's just how I am. And that's why for a long time there I was pre-recording lots of Sims videos, because I didn't know when I'd fully be, if I was fully in the mood. I don't know. It just happens sometimes. Sometimes you get so burnt out and you just need a break for a little bit from a game. And I was pre-recording Sims at one point because of stress of my coursework and just needing to have something done ahead of time, so that way in case something did come up and I wasn't able to take the time to record, I had something already ready to go and I didn't have to worry about it. I just needed to edit. Honestly, I would like to get back to that, because lately what's been happening is I've been recording these maybe a day or two in advance and then editing and uploading. There actually was one day recently where I recorded, edited, and uploaded all in the same evening. I do not like being in that type of routine. I would like to get to a point where I actually, not necessarily like have a backlog of like 2 weeks worth of videos or anything like that. But I like to have some stuff already pre-recorded in case I do need those times to just take a break for a moment, just work on editing, so that way I can come back and feel much more refreshed with playing The Sims or whatever Let's Play I'm working on. And I think sometimes we all need that. So, but over the next couple of weeks, besides getting streaming set up and just trying to relax for a little bit before my summer classes start, that's one thing I want to work on, is actually getting a few videos pre-recorded, so that way in case these summer classes hit and I am just swamped with stuff, I don't know how it's going to go. I've got 2 online classes this summer, and I know one of them is reading intensive. I don't know how the other will go, but we're just going to play it by ear. I'm going to have some stuff ready in case it does get super busy and I'm not able to record as much as I would like to. Now, once I start streaming, I will be sure to stick to whatever streaming schedule I come up with, and it will be one way for me to relax throughout the week. So I really am looking forward to streaming, and hope I will see some of you guys over there on Twitch. For updates for about when I'm going to stream or be streaming, make sure you're following me over on Twitter. I'll be posting there when I plan to actually do my first stream and the times, and then and once I do start streaming, I will make sure that I leave a link for my Twitch in the description boxes of all my videos, and I'll have it linked on my YouTube channel with everything else. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've actually got my first project lined up to work on Twitch, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a collab that I am doing with Caffeinated Sims and Pixie Simster. It is for the Simmers group chat. We're participating in the monthly collab. We're going to be creating a princess, a prince, and building their home. You guys can probably hear my cat. I'm actually going to be the one doing the build for this collaboration. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting started on it. I've been trying to look up some inspiration pictures for this collab and even rewatched the movie that we're doing stuff from. I'm not going to say what it is right now. You guys will have to find out later. I will be probably be posting a speed build of it, and that will be on June 10th, so be on the lookout for that. And we're starting to finally get into the pictures of this build, so if you liked this build, please give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I post a new video every single Monday and Friday, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.